everybody, it's Adelia Rose. I'm going to do a Q&A today. You're going to get to know a little bit about myself, where I'm from, and what I'm all about. Period. Okay, so my name is Adelia. Last name is actually Rhodes, Rhodes, but I did a play on words, and my last name now is Rose, like the flower, of course. So I thought it was cute to do like a play on words. Don't think I'm corny, but I think it's cute. What else? I'm from East New York. I'm from Brooklyn. Born and raised from the East. But I never played outside. My mom never let me play outside. Like, she literally was like at the balcony. Like, if I'm walking home, she'll be on the balcony calling my name out, like, Adelia, are you okay? Like, I'm right here. Like, on some like awkward stuff. And to make sure that I came home safe, like, I used to walk when I was younger and just like look behind me, not knowing you don't know who's around you. Like, some crazy stuff happening in the world. Like, now I have to carry my pepper spray. Some weird stuff happened on the train. I saw some crazy stuff, especially with me. I had a guy tell me on the train, like, you better not go to sleep. That's scary, like, as a woman, to like have to go through that. So I would say my childhood was a pretty good childhood. I went to Catholic school all of my life. One Catholic school, the first Catholic school I went to was like from kindergarten to 8th grade. So I like grew up with those kids. The neighborhood, it was pretty bad. A lot of things happened in that neighborhood. People getting shot and drugs and all these crazy stuff. I didn't participate in those things, of course. But that's the neighborhoods that I grew up in. It's trying to be gentrified a little bit more. A little bit. I mean, it looks the same to me, but they just changed up a few things. But yeah, be safe, ladies. It's like a madhouse out there. Yeah, so born and raised in East New York, went to Catholic school all my life. Then I went to Bishop Loughlin, which is also a Catholic school. But in Bishop Loughlin, like, you could still get fly. Like, you could wear any shoe that you wanted to wear. Dress down days. It was like a fashion show out there. That was like one of the best times of my life. I mean, some crazy times, but like, it shaped me and built me into like probably who I am today. Like, if I didn't go through some of the things I went through in high school, I don't even know who, I would have been. But anywho, and the lunch was bomb. I don't know why I'm thinking about food because I'm hungry, but the lunch was a bomb, zickety bomb. Yeah, and I do still have some good friends that went there. I also was a Latino dance manager. Okay, I did my little merengue and salsa and bachata. Okay, which was cool. I had a lot of fun doing that. Yeah, and then I went to a community college first, and then I went to Bowie State University for nursing. GPA was lit. And that was like one of my questions. It was like, what is one thing you regret? I don't know if I regret this. At the time, I did regret like not finishing the nursing program, because I was a nursing major, but then I realized that nursing really wasn't my passion. It was like more of like my mom's passion. My mom is from the Philippines, right? So her thing was like, oh, you gotta be a doctor, you gotta be a nurse to, be successful and stuff like that. And as I got older, I realized, no, you don't have to be a doctor, you don't have to be a nurse. And that just wasn't my passion growing up. Like, to be quite like really honest, I always wanted to be a performer. I always wanted to do dance. I wanted to act. I just felt like when I was younger, my personality was crazy. Like, Catholic school, I was more on the quiet side of things, because like just of household things. Like I was that girl that like spoke too much in the house, and it was just like, quiet down, don't say much, don't talk much. So I kind of was like quiet, and not kind of, I was like teacher's pet in St. Fortunata. I was like an angel. All he cared about my academics, succeeded in that, cared about like my image there. I was always like scared of the teachers because I didn't want to get in trouble because of other stuff that I can describe later on when you get to know me, why I was like that. But I just, you know, I didn't really find myself really in elementary school, middle school. High school is when I liked your papa at your party. I was out there, okay? Like I wanted to be everybody's friend. I was always in a mix, very bubbly. People used to be like, are you on something? No, I'm like high off life. I was just like really, really a bubbly person. And then, you know, things happen, experiences happen, and it kind of shapes you into who you are. And you don't really trust people, relationships, guys. And, you know, that kind of like shaped me to who I am right now, right? And that kind of pushes me into like why I wanted to make a YouTube channel, right? So I wanted to make a YouTube channel because I wanted to like empower women to find their voice. Because when I was younger, I didn't have a voice. I didn't think I thought I had a voice. But when a lot of people are telling you, be quiet, like, what are you talking about? You're too loud. Especially when you're around someone that has like illness, or like, I don't want to speak too much on it now. You'll probably get to know it later. But like, I was always told like, you know, don't speak too much, don't talk too much. And that kind of like shaped me to that when I was younger, right? And then I didn't really know if I had a voice. I didn't really know who I was. I didn't really like find myself when I was younger. But when I was older, you know, and going through these experiences, I realized like, you know, a lot of the things that I do as an adult plays a part of who I was because when I was a child. And I do believe that, you know, people need to heal those childhood traumas first before they get into a lot of things. Like, not healing from your childhood trauma can ruin relationships. It can ruin like you as a person, your personality. Like, I was probably numb for a very long time because of certain things that occurred or happened to me. And I kind of don't regret the things that happened to me. Why? Because it shaped me for who I am today. And I feel like my purpose is to help other people find their voice, their inner voice, their inner child, their like, just empower specifically women. I do want to empower women. I'm currently going to therapy now, right? Because I feel like in order for me to be the woman that I need to be, I need to do the self-work. So I need to focus on me and who I need to be as a person, because who am I to say or help somebody out when I'm damaged too, or I have these issues too. So what I'm doing now is doing my work, my self-help, my self-work, my self-care, and all these things. And I want to make a lifestyle change so I can help other women as well. But yeah, so let's fast forward to schooling. So I went to school in Bishop Loughlin, then I went to Bowie State University. I was a nursing major. Now, as a nursing major, I already said about the whole thing about my mom wanted me to be a nurse. But I was like probably like 19, 20 in the nursing program, and I was not happy. When I say I was not happy, there was so many people there that already worked at hospitals. Like, they already had internship. They did all these things. Like, when I was like ace in science classes. I was getting 90s and above. My GPA was like up there. Like, I could do the sciences, but I was scared hearing somebody's heartbeat. Like, I was just like nervous all the time. Like, I wasn't passing my test. It was just so much big vocabulary words. It was a lot. my favorite subject, by the way, is anatomy and physiology. I remember one time my professor took us to Howard and went to the cadaver lab and we saw all the dead bodies. That was crazy, but I loved it. That's something I do not wish that I could go back to, but like that was pretty fun in college. Fast forward to that, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, so I was like, I wanted to be a pediatrician because like when I was younger, I loved going to the pediatrician for some reason. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to the doctor and I get checked because she was like so nice to me all the time. So I love my pediatrician. She was so cute. And yeah, I thought I was gonna do that, and then I was like, nah, that's not what I'm gonna do. But I did remember that I have this whole thing where about like childhood and trauma and going to the root of things and all that jazz. So what I did was I majored in child and adolescent studies. So I wanted to study children. I wanted to study like what are they doing at 1 year old? What should be happening around 2? Like, I just thought those things were interesting, like the makeup of a child, like what parents should be doing at this age, and just those, like, studying children, the pathology of children was my thing. I thought that was dope. Didn't quite know if I wanted to be a teacher, which answers that question. I am a 6th grade science teacher. I'll tell you a little bit like how that started exactly. So one of the questions here is, what's your life purpose in work, right? So if you didn't know, I am a 6th grade science teacher. Before I was a 6th grade science teacher, I probably worked at like camps and stuff and like loved the kids. I thought honestly I was going to be an elementary school teacher because I just loved little kids. I wanted to help them grow. I wanted to teach them things and instill some good like morals and values in them. And then I got into this program called Citizen Schools. And Citizen Schools was dope. It was like a 2-year teaching fellowship, and we were able to take the kids to like Google, to law firms, to the financial district. Like, we were able to teach these kids some real life like things. Like, they were able to see hands-on what some of these professionals do, and it was dope to like have a class and actually go through like a court case and like what an attorney does and all these things, and what is an affidavit, like all of these like dope things that kids, you know, don't learn in all of their like regular curriculum. And they were able to see all of these businesses. We had a club called Girls Who Code, which is dope. We're in the age of technology, and to see like our young girls actually coding was amazing to me. And that actually pushed me to have like a girls group at my job too. By the way, I had 8th graders. I worked in East Harlem. So aside from doing the teaching fellowship, we were able to do clubs. So I had an all girls club, and I taught them about self-esteem, woman empowerment. Girls were crying. It was just like really, really dope to see young girls express themselves, tell themselves like, you know, I don't really feel pretty, and this, that, and the third. And for me to feel like I was able to give them a venting session. I was able to have them feel like they were beautiful and they had a purpose in this life. And I felt like, you know what, this is my calling, to help people, to help the youth, like to push people to find their inner child, their inner voice, and feel empowered, basically. Yeah, and then I got into that. And then after the 2 years there, I worked at an all-boys school for 6th graders. And our school was like really, really rigorous. When it comes to academics and structure, like my job goes in. And I love it. And to be honest, as a 6th grade science teacher, in 6th grade, I was not learning physics. So I'm teaching my kids like the foundational basic skills of physics. Like, I didn't learn about Newton's laws. I didn't learn about all of these things like when I was younger. So I think it's pretty dope that I'm tying into these important things at their age. So by the time they get to high school and they taking these AP classes, woo, it's lit. Okay, let's get into some more questions. Do you find your work challenging and interesting? Yeah. Like, yeah, I love science. I love science. Like, I knew from the beginning. Okay, you know what? I lied. When I was younger, I loved English classes because I had one English professor like tell me, you know what, you need to try out for the play. So, you know, that was my passion at first. Like, I wanted to be an actress. Like, I wanted, because I had so much personality and I loved reading the plays and stuff like that in class. I always wanted to do that. Now, where I'm at now with sciences, I think what grew my passion for science was in college. Like, of course, when I took nursing classes, I loved learning science. I loved asking questions. I loved like doing like leading with inquiry and like, oh my God, how does this happen? What happens if we mix this with this? That was just always like my passion. Yeah, it gets challenging. Sometimes when the kids are just like, so what's the answer? Hey, do you know? And the kids literally come to school and they teach me sometimes. Sometimes they're like, Miss Rose, you know what I did today? And I'm like, where did you get that from? Is it accredited school source? And they'll tell me like, oh, I saw on so-and-so org that blah 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 blah, like, and they explain to give me evidence to support their claims. They give me the rationale behind it, and the fact that I can teach them that and they can present that to me is dope. I love the science facts that I hear every day at lunchtime from these kids. I love it. Another question, what kind of goals do you have for next year? Okay, well, my goal for next year is to be the best teacher that I can be. Okay. I'm trying to kill it in the classroom. I'm trying to be way more organized. I want to care about my mental health and my health in general. And that's what you're going to see a lot on this channel. Also, like, my lifestyle changes. I really want to lose weight. I really want to, like, get my mind right. I want to get closer to God. That's one thing. God is the big homie. That's my, if I ever had to thank anybody in the world, it would be the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I love God. Okay. But yeah, just get my mental health right, eat right, have good gut health, like drink my green drinks. Like, I'm trying to get on that level. Hey, I might be a vegan. I don't know what's going to happen next year. But the year just started. Happy New Year. It's actually January 1st and I'm making this video. So my goal is to get this YouTube on and pop into. I want to help people. I also want you guys to like comment below what are some things you would love to see from me. I do want to do like a Trader Joe haul. Show you guys like what I'm buying. I love dance. I think I told you that. I love dance. So I've been taking Zumba classes. I love Zumba. That's my thing. I'll be killing it. What is something you've given up on? Something that I've given up on is self-doubt. I'm no longer doubting myself in 2020, baby. In 2020, things will happen. One thing I always believe in the power of I am. I think I got this from Joel Osteen, and I also like saw a few videos from like Oprah. I love Oprah. I love Soul Sunday. Like anything that feeds my soul, I'm for that, because I'm all about growth, expanding. My thing is life is short, right? Like, why are we sitting here playing around like something could not happen to us tomorrow? So I just feel like it is very important for us to push ourselves to be our best selves. That's the fact of the matter, baby. Now, one other song. What am I talking about? What's your favorite like song currently? Roddy Ricch. What's that song? Back. Get a cash app. Whatever that song is, that's my song. I love hip hop. That's my thing. I love hip hop. I like Afro beats. I know these questions are all over the place, but I'm just like reading these questions on my computer, so don't judge me. Let's see. What's my favorite food? Okay, so my favorite food is, I love Asian food. Period. Like I love Asian food. I also love soul food. So I could do an oxtail with mac and cheese with rice and peas. I could also do some chicken wings with a nice potato salad on the side. I know what am I talking about? But that those are like some of the foods I eat. My mom makes like pancit bihon. I should have my mom like actually show us how to cook some Filipino foods. That's coming soon. Let me show you how to, like, my mom makes like Filipino soul because my dad's black. He's African American. He's from Bed-Stuy originally. My mom is from the Philippines. So she cooks food for her husband, but cooks her way. So it's like her twist. She makes food in her way. So I call it Filipino soul food. So what's my favorite app? My favorite app is Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, Adelia Rose, Rose. Who's my best friend? I have a best friend. Well, my best friends are more like sisters. If you my best friend since I was young, you my sister at this point. You my sister. And I have some really, really, really good friends. Now, I'm not friends with everybody. That's one thing about me. I might have all the followers in the world on my like main Instagram, but I'm just social. But you can't make everybody your friend. That's not what we doing here. Everybody can't be my friend. But I'll be cordial, I'll be nice. Now, if I call you my friend, I saw some different thing in you. Like you have deeper connection with me. Like I hate small talk. I hate just talking to talk. Talk with substance. I need to like tell me some crazy stuff. Tell me like I like people who have growth mindsets. I don't like when your mindset is fixed and you're just like that can never happen and you're just pessimistic about everything. No, not my type of people. Not people who always complaining. I don't like people who's always complaining. I don't like people who be on Instagram making fun of people and just in the comments like, ew, like just mind your business. That's not a question, but what's my pet peeve? I hate when people don't mind their business. Mind your business. Stop talking about everybody and their mama. Like, what about you? What's your credit score looking like? You increasing that? You paying off your bills? Like, what's your goals in life? What's your short term, long term? Like, those are real conversations that I like to have. Not into sports. Don't have a conversation about sports. That's not what I like. Shout out to the people who like their sports. That's not me, buddy. What do I love to do? I love making videos. I like this YouTube video thing. This is my thing. This is my jam. I like to party. I like to have fun. I like to mingle. I like that's what I'm still trying to figure out. What do you like? I like writing positive affirmations. That's what I was trying to say earlier, like about the power of I am, and I just got literally like whoosh. I don't know what conversation I was having, but I'm all about the power of I am, right? I am will do this. I am will do this. I am beautiful. I am great. I am successful. I am currently losing weight. Like, these are things that I speak to myself about. And I don't know if it's the Capricorn in me. By the way, I'm a Capricorn. December 23rd. But deep down inside, I'm a Leo. Like, there's like ascendants and like moons and suns. Honestly, I don't remember. Like in the forefront, like when I'm in my element, I am out there, like personality wise. If I don't feel comfortable, I'm quiet. So I'm just weird. There's nothing else to describe me. I'm weird, baby. My favorite color. My favorite color is all black. My favorite color is pink. As you can see the background, I like sparkles. If glitter was a color, ha, that would be mine. But it's not. But I love glitter. I love glitter. All glitter. Do I currently have a boyfriend? Yeah, I do have a boyfriend. I knew Ethan since I was 16.
What?
That's my best friend. And it's very beautiful seeing him grow into the man that he is today. That's my boo right there. Maybe you'll see him. I don't know. Might do a boyfriend tag. Comment below if you want to see it. Period. Next question. Do you have any siblings? I have a sibling. I have a brother named Azon. He's a year older than me. I'm 28, he's 29. August baby. Yeah, it's my brother. But I think that's it. I think you guys pretty much knew a little snippet about me. If you would like to know more about me or you have any more questions, we could do so many of these, right? I could talk so much about myself, but I'm not. But right now, please comment some questions or anything you guys have for me, and I'll see you on my next video. Deuces.